You mean by whiskey? You know, I'm a little bit. I love that. Ah, this is your. Yeah, I'm supposed to go there after.
Oh, you were gonna go?
Yeah.
So they make rye whiskeys, they have liqueurs, they make all sorts of good stuff over there.
Ah, ok. Agora vamos na destilaria Boston Harbor. Primeira vez que eu faço uma destilaria de whisky. E vamos lá. Lugar muito maneiro. Show de bola. What's your name?
Jess.
Jess?
Uh-huh.
Ok, tô aqui com a Jess.
I'm the custom cocktail curator here, so I create drinks for hotels, restaurants, and bars in the city.
Oh, you're a bartender?
Yep.
Ah.
I've been responsible for other people's buzzes since 2008, so I'm a spirit guy. Those type of spices. Met a lot of different machines. Actually, in this building, which he built in the mid-1800s, every machine in this building he himself invented. But he finally created a machine that could do a better job at forging horseshoe nails, and he put Paul Revere out of business. And so Paul Revere had to go towards making knives. Yes.
So what we drink? This one I taste.
That is the rye.
This is Putnam. Okay.
So no, not just that.
Not exclusive.
Mm-hmm. We are in the Grafton group, which that is Grafton group has Grafton Street, and they also have a bar. Ooh. Here, I can ask the guys for you if that's restaurant today.
Aqui, a destilaria, eles fazem rye whisky e okay, so every place I go, I look for the things that I like and different things, especially wine and beer and food. Whatever it's everything is like connected, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So I travel a lot and I do my own content for my channel that I can send you after. And it's the coolest place that I ever been.
Isn't it beautiful?
Yeah, this is beautiful. How old is this place? 1859. Okay, at that time the guys,
I'm coming, Tom.
they drink more, or today they drink more?
I'm going to say that it's more controlled now.
Okay, yeah, but at that time they didn't have the cars. So they can drink a lot, and maximum they fall from the horse.
Yeah, the horses.
The horses, they have no problem. Yeah, great.
I'm drinking a lot of rum, so we make rum here.
Ah, great. From sugarcane?
Molasses.
No.
We use the New England recipe.
Okay.
Massachusetts.
So it's different. So you call rum, but it's made from.
Yeah, as long as
it's not sugar. It's not sugar like.
It's a byproduct of sugar cane.
But it's okay.
So, yeah.
But it tastes like a rum.
Thick.
But
Yeah, tastes just like rum.
can I?
It's different than the Caribbean.
I need an explanation because I make a little bit confusion about what's a blend, what's a single malt, what's a bourbon, what's all this stuff. So can you explain for my readers?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So actually, I'll start with rye whiskey. So rye whiskey was America's first whiskey. It was actually called Monongahela whiskey because rye was growing in the Pennsylvania area, which you have the Monongahela Valley, Monongahela River over there, and rye was a very sturdy plant. It could withstand harsh winters and grew very well in that climate. And also at the time, King George discouraged distilling with corn. Corn was to be used as a food source only and not to be used for distilling. It's actually made illegal in Ireland altogether. So rye whiskey was our first whiskey. George Washington distilled rye whiskey. Very hot whiskey. It actually reproduced it. But it's very hot, and they say it's difficult.
Okay.
Then you had people migrating west, and they started to inhabit Kentucky, and they still weren't distilling with corn. And even when Kentucky received its own statehood, they still really weren't distilling with corn at the time. It was still mainly rye whiskey. Well, the lands were so fertile in Kentucky, and they started growing corn, and it just boom, the crops were there, so we're no longer under the king's rule. We're not going to get yelled at for it. Slap on the hand. So they started to distill corn, and that's where you get bourbon. So the difference between the two, by law, bourbon whiskey, rye whiskey, different mash bills, and that's the grains that you put in to distill. And for bourbon, it has to be a minimum of 51% corn. For rye whiskey, it has to be a minimum of 51% rye. So for bourbon, you can have 51% rye, you can have 100%, excuse me, for bourbon, it's corn, sorry. You can have 51% corn, you can have 75% corn, and then you can have malted barley, rye, wheat, as long as it's a grain, and not anything else. And so rye whiskey is the same rule. It has to be 51% rye, and it can be whatever percentage as long as it's a grain. So people question where the term bourbon came from. Some people say that they think they used to send bourbon whiskey down the Mississippi River to New Orleans. That was another reason why bourbon flourished so well, was the location in Kentucky. They used to throw it on flatboats, ship it down the Mississippi, that big port of New Orleans right there, just send it all over the place. Plus, you had the Ohio River that went out east, so they could send it out east. A little bit more difficult and longer journey if you were sending rye that way, because you're going to Pennsylvania rather than Kentucky. But so they say that the river that the term bourbon could possibly have come from Bourbon Street. There's also Bourbon County, Kentucky, which they don't. No one actually distills in Bourbon County, Kentucky anymore. But some people believe that really what it came down to was the Royal House of Bourbon, which was a French house that was very, very famous at the time. And they say that Bourbon County was named Bourbon County after Bourbon as a way of saying thanks to the French for helping us out. So there's rumor on where it comes from.
Okay.
No one really knows, but as I always like to say, history's a little foggy when it comes to whiskey because
Yeah, that's great. I love it.
yeah.
I love it. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're right. Thank you.
Whoa, Samuel Adams.
Right there. Yeah. This is like a malt whiskey because Boston beer uses all malt. So what we do is we take finished beer right before it goes into the bottle. We bring it here and we run it through the still twice, strip it. We strip it first so that it stops the degradation of the beer. And then we redistill it, higher alcohols.
Redestilado de cerveja. I'm speaking Portuguese because my vlog is in Portuguese.
Oh, Portugal?
No, Brazil.
Oh, Brazil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I do a vlog.
Okay.
No, I'm filming everything you say.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so after that I send you the.
So, Steve's our other reference. He's down south here. And like Dorchester South, Norwood, he lives in Norwood. So he's got that section.
Só tô aqui no restaurante italiano, aqui no bar, porque tava fechado, mas tô comendo aqui o calamari,
What did they say?
a lulas. Vamos ver de onde que são as lulas, mas tá bonito, hein?
Last year I went back for a wedding dinner.
Vamos lá, depois pedir um nhoque.
And it's right now to read this up. The president is talking about the president is finally listening at commodities. When it comes